Welcome back to another show and tell video. Today we're taking a look at something from Daisy, and this is the POWERLINE 1000S break barrel pellet rifle. So here on the front of the box, we can see here POWERLINE 1000S, as well as in this corner, a descriptive safety warning saying high velocity over 350 feet per second for ages 16 and older with adult supervision 16 plus. So we move further down the box, break barrel pellet rifle, large illustration, shoots .177 caliber pellets, maximum velocity 1,000 feet per second. A couple illustrations of example pellets. Here we have a take aim at safety kind of illustration from Daisy Outdoor Products, as well as a text warning here, high-powered airgun for ages 16 years and older. Again, not a toy, and may be dangerous up to 305 yards or 279 meters. If we look up here, more features: True Glow fiber optic sight, front and rear. And then super bonus pack in this box, a 3-9 by 32 scope included. And at this end, Daisy, take pride, it's a Daisy. You can see from this flap, it also says the same on here, as well as kind of a repeat of everything else from the top of the box. Likewise on this side, and the ends just have the Daisy logo. I don't know if I can get that into view. Give you an idea right there. And similarly on this side there. The back of the box has a little bit more description. Again, the 3-9 by 32 variable power rifle scope with crosshair reticle, adjustable for windage and elevation. Rear button safety. Composite stock rubber butt pad. Again, the True Glow sights. You can see here they're kind of in a scout configuration, quite far forward. Rifled steel barrel. And then down here, you can see this one is, the scope is made in you-know-where, and the gun was made in Turkey. And there you can see the feature set. So let's go ahead and take this out. You can see here, comes in a little bit of a styrofoam cocoon for the front end, and that actually contains the scope itself. Now, when this did first arrive, the end caps and the rings were all, you can see here, stored within the cutouts, but this has been used before, so that's why these items are actually all kind of separated. The caps do have attachment elastic cords. These have kind of lost their elasticity, and also looks like I'm missing one of the end caps here. But I believe you can probably replace the cords with something more elastic without a problem. One of the caps is amber. The other cap has a clear lens, very plasticky. The scope itself, real quick, is again a variable 3-9. It is marked POWERLINE and no other distinct marking, so kind of a generic style of scope. And there, if I can get into view, is the crosshair reticle. The rings themselves, single screw attachments at the top for the halves, and single knob for the weaver rail dimension at the bottom there. And here we actually have a view through area, so you can actually view your iron sights underneath the scope when it is mounted. Real quick look at the paperwork involved here. We do have some scope mounting and usage instructions. The actual POWERLINE manual itself. You can see there are all sorts of illustrations and instructions as well, and in multiple languages, as well as this card. And then we also have the Take Aim at Safety pamphlet, as you can see there. And you can see here some of the other groups associated with Daisy Outdoor Products as well. Item itself, as you can see here, hollow synthetic stock. The rubberized butt pad is a little stiff from time. You can see here the molded in checkering pattern. Various Phillips head screws used to assemble this. Trigger guard has a hole to act as that screw, as well as that screw. More Phillips head screw. Here's the lever for your pump mechanism. And here's a look at the rear sight. You can see it here. It is mounted quite far forward, as well as the front sight, both being fiber optic, front being a red tube, the rear being kind of a green horseshoe to give you 2 dots like that. Your windage and elevation knobs there. Here's your kind of weaver style rail for the scope to grip onto, as well as a kind of a back plate to combat any sliding from recoil, because you can see there are no rails going horizontally. Here's your safety, red on, and that is ready to fire in the red position, as well as engaged. So trigger will move, red will fire. So let's see what else. This being the brake barrel, you would actually pull down the barrel to expose the breech, as you can see there. You would then make sure your safety is engaged, and you would go through, as you can see here on the top, they actually do have a loading and cycling instructions there. Let's just go through the rest of the markings. You got safety warning on this side, as well as on this side, POWERLINE, Daisy Outdoor Products contact info at the time, and another warning there. So once you actually have that loaded into the breech, your pellet, you would actually continue to pull down, and you actually exposed even more information there, and the made in Turkey, caliber information, etc. And let's just take a look on this side. It's plain, and you may need to actually lever this against the ground to give you a little bit more leverage to get this into the full pump completion cycle right there. So you will hear a hard stop against there, and you'll see how that should look in that position. Then you would return the barrel back into locked position. Right now it's still open. You will hear that firm click and visually inspect to make sure you are fully locked in. And then once you're ready to fire, you put that into the red position, and I'll try to discharge this into the table here. There is no pellet loaded, but this is still going to be rather loud indoors, so you should wear hearing protection. So be warned. 3, 2, 1. And you can see there that little bit of a discharge there of loose barrel material that needs to be taken out as well. So make sure your item is clear, and that you always make sure that it is well maintained before trying to load and fire. So always make sure you follow the maintenance instructions, and you should be good to go. But taking a very quick look at the POWERLINE 1000S from Winch. So taking a very quick look at the POWERLINE 1000S from Daisy. And feel free to check out other product information from Daisy as well. This has been another show and tell video. Feel free to check out other show and tell videos on vintage milsurp tools and expanded topics. We also do unboxing videos as well as a selection of book review meter reviews and a series called Curios for the Curious, videos of more artsy type objects. Feel free to check all those out. Feel free to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you next time.